Hi guys, welcome to my channel again. Your girl Nisi is back with something interesting. Please guys, I really appreciate the fact that the support I've been getting from you, from viewers to subscribers to comments. Actually, a lot of you basically comment to me directly, maybe on my Instagram or my Snapchat or my WhatsApp, and you tell me how you like my videos, and I really appreciate it. But I will also really appreciate it if you can also extend your comments on the comment section below, and if you can also like the video, because when you give me a thumbs up, it helps to push my video like further up, so it gives it more attention when you actually like the videos and make drop a comment. So I'll really like that. And if this is your first time on my video, hey, welcome. Okay, so today we're getting a bit playful. I'm having a little it's a lemon drink though, so I'm not even going to try to advertise it. Hey. Okay guys, so today I want to talk about condoms for rich guy versus condoms for poor guys versus no condoms for rich guys. Now I'm going to start off this with a story. So Suzy is a slay queen slash runs girl or slut, whatever term you want to use. So Suzy is a slay queen. Now Suzy dresses nice, she looks good, and all of that. She has tons of followers and she puts herself out there. Now Suzy and Desmond, they kind of like each other. She goes to Desmond every now and then, when she needs him to fuck her or oil her engine. And then when she wants to go out looking for money, she goes and meet other people, right, and sleep with them. Now Suzy goes to John for sex most of the time when she just wants to fuck. And then Suzy now met John. Now John lives in a very, very, very nice house, like a big house, like it's a mansion. John has a lot of money, like he has a lot of money. He works with an insurance company. He's doing very well. He's actually in his mid-40s, and she meets John and she went to have sex with John. Now every time Suzy goes to have sex with Desmond is just a young guy who is trying to get his life together. He's doing a job, but he doesn't get really paid that much. So every time she goes to see Desmond, and Desmond wants to talk about a real relationship, he wants to talk about having kids, having a family, and she said, oh no John, oh no Desmond, I'm not ready, I'm not prepared. And every time she goes to see Desmond, she cautions Desmond about wearing a condom. Now, because she doesn't even want to get knocked up, and even if she happens to have unprotected sex with Desmond without condom, she quickly takes the morning after pill because she wants to make sure that she doesn't fall pregnant for Desmond. Now she met John. John is rich, and he's an older guy, mature, rich. And then she doesn't know anything about John. Like, don't get it twisted. She has known Desmond for some time, but John, she does not know anything about. She just met him. She doesn't know if he has a family. She doesn't even know where he's from. She doesn't even know much about him. And then she goes to sleep with John the first time. Okay, and then they had fun. He gave her some money, and then she came back again, and she's asking John to take off the condom. She's telling him that she would want to feel him, so she doesn't think they should use a condom. Now you know what happened. One of the times when they had sex without protection, Don't forget, she doesn't really know John that well. So meaning she didn't even ask him if he was HIV negative. She didn't even ask him about his health status. She was just thinking about the money. She had sex with she one of the times she came back and she told John that she was pregnant. Now John was like, "Oh wow, you're pregnant," and she said yes. He was like, "Oh, nice. Who is the father?" Then she said, "Oh, John, I've been sleeping with just you. There's no one else." And he was like, "Okay, well, I guess, what do you want to do?" And she said, "Oh, I want to keep the baby, John. I don't want to get rid of the baby. You know, it's against my ethical beliefs. It's against this, against that." And John was like, "Oh, okay, great then. Whatever your decisions are, I support you." And so Suzy kept the pregnancy. Well, obviously Desmond's heart was broken, and then, you know, she started trying to, you know, get money from John, and then John was like, you know, he let it slide. So when she was, I think, like 4 to 5 months, he told her, he said, because every time she kept on trying to ask John for money, because John was already, he traveled out of the country, right? So she kept on trying to ask John for money for upkeep, and he was like, "Oh wow," like, especially this during this whole situation with the pandemic. He's like, "Look, right now I'm unable to send cash to you. It's tough and all that. Please manage, but whatever you spend, I'm gonna pay you back." Now guess what? When John returned from overseas and she came, he invited Suzy. Actually, he said, "Suzy, come over. I want to have a talk with you." And then Suzy came. Now, when she came, he told her, he said, "Suzy, I am not the father of your baby." And Suzy was like, "Oh no," she started crying. "You're lying. How can you say that? You're the father, I know." And all that. And he was like, "No, I'm not the father because I had a vasectomy. I've had a vasectomy before I met you. And when I went back overseas, I went to double check with my doctor the vasectomy, and he said everything is still intact. I've been snipped real good. So I cannot have kids. There is no way I could have." And she you know, she started cursing, saying all sorts of things and all of that. And he told her, "You gotta go, girl. You gotta go look for who the father of your baby is." Now that brings me to the part of this discussion, right? Girls, a lot of girls out there, a lot of them, I've seen some of them in the mall. Actually, when you're walking around with your face mask, they'll be like, "Oh, if your face mask is a little bit below your nose," they'll be like, "Oh, wear your face mask. Oh, I'm gonna report you. Oh, why are you not wearing your face mask?" And all of those things. In short, actually, not just girls, there are guys that also do that, that they complain so much about your face mask, but you know what, in private you do not wear your condoms. Do you want to tell us that? No, you don't want to tell anybody that. You don't want anybody to know that when you're inside the room, you're like, "Oh baby, I just want to feel you. It's okay." There is HIV, guys. HIV is real. HIV is a serious problem. There is no vaccine for HIV. So you're so worried about coronavirus in public, being so hypocritical about wearing the face mask. Where is the face mask you wear on your condom, on your dick, or on your vagina when you're about to have sex? Do you think about that? No, you don't. So who are you making a fool out of? A lot of people now are getting pregnant. Some of them they claim they do not know who the father of their baby is, or if they are the real fathers to certain children. But when you were having sex, why were you not protecting your dick or your vagina? So isn't it so hypocritical though? Like, you can be out there telling people to wear their face mask, but you can be inside where nobody. Why are there no policemen for sex? Actually, why is there no people antagonizing people about wearing condoms? Oh, have you thought about that? And some of us or some of you are guilty of this accusation. You're the first to tell other people to wear their face masks because you want everybody to be safe. Actually, guess what? When I don't wear my face mask properly and you wear yours properly, you're not at risk of getting sick. I am the one who is at risk. So it's my problem if I do not wear my face mask properly. But guess whose problem is going to be if you do not wear that condom in the room? Your problem, because you're going to be the one carrying unwanted pregnancy. Actually, trying to trap some other people with pregnancy. Look at now Suzy. Suzy refused to have unprotected sex with Desmond just because she felt he's broke and he lives in a shitty apartment, and she feels like he has nothing to offer her. And anytime she has sex with him, she quickly takes the morning after pill if she has sex with him without protection. But why is it that constantly when she goes to have sex with John, who she knows nothing about? She doesn't even care if John has a family someplace else. She doesn't even care if John has HIV. Oh, I'm sure she doesn't even tell John to wear a face mask when he's banging her. But then, well, she tries to get knocked up by John just because he's got money. And the same thing too for the guys. Some of you are out there telling people to wear their face mask. But anything you see that has a hole, you just don't even, sometimes you don't give your brains to strap on a condom to have sex. Isn't that ridiculous? I mean, like, as a rich guy, there are a lot of athletes out there, which is very surprising. A lot of athletes out there, actors, musicians, that you know you have a lot of money. You know you're a public figure and you know that you're making a lot of money. So you're trying to tell me that you're not that smart enough. You're smart enough to make a lot of money, but you're not smart enough to know that when you meet a girl who you do not know, and you are sure that you do not even want to have a family with, you cannot tell yourself that I need to do the right thing and wear a condom. Come on, guys. Look, I think the medical field should actually create contraceptive for men, actually, because I think men need to take these contraceptives to maybe make their sperms not to work, because it seems like they have little control over what they do with their dicks. So you just stick your dick in anything, and then tomorrow you don't want to pay child support, or you accuse the girl of trying to tie you down. Guy, what happened to your intuition to wear condom? And don't even tell me you were intoxicated or she seduced you. Do not take responsibility for your action. Actually, take responsibility for your action. Don't just sit down there and want to blame someone else for your irresponsibility. And don't be so hypocritical. Do you understand? If you know that you are telling people to wear a mask outside and you're not wearing a fucking condom, stop being a hypocrite. Lead by example. Coronavirus is not the only thing that will actually kill you. If you're not in the wrong woman, I bet you're not going to live that long. And if you get HIV or syphilis or gonorrhea, you're going to lose your money, your reputation, and who knows, your life. So let's be realistic out here. Come on, guys. Let's be realistic. It's like there are a lot of gold digging girls out there, and there are a lot of guys who claim to be smart but actually are kind of dumb and irresponsible, because they do something that is accountable, but they do not want to take responsibility for it. That's not right. So if you as a woman too, you shouldn't be stupid. You shouldn't be. Just because a guy has money doesn't mean that you shouldn't also make him to strap on a condom. Or there's condom for women too. You downgrade the guy who doesn't have money and always take precaution. Then when it comes to a rich guy, you want to tell me that, oh, it was a mistake, it just happened. You're a liar. It didn't just happen. You planned this because you felt that you were going to hit a jackpot. And a lot of these girls out there that thought they hit a jackpot are actually suffering. Some of you are just, maybe the guy, if he's good enough, he will just keep you in a house and send you monthly allowance. Is that what you've brought your life so low to? And some of them are actually suffering. They are the ones taking care of the children themselves, lying to the whole world that the guy is supporting them. Meanwhile, they are sleeping with other people to be able to take care of that baby. And guess what? There are still some dumb, I'm sorry to insult people, but there's no description for this. There are still some dumb people that would still get pregnant for different guys. Like, do you understand? Like, there's this girl, Mercy. Mercy is pregnant for Amos. And Amos does not want the baby. And then Mercy is pregnant for Caleb. And guess what? The baby doesn't even look like Caleb. Caleb doesn't want the baby. I'm sure Mercy is still looking for more people to get pregnant for. Come on, guys. And you too, some of these guys, you see a woman who has a kid with someone else. Why the hell would you just think that she wouldn't want to trap you too with pregnancy? Why? You don't even know why the guy didn't even accept the baby in the first place. She just says, oh, let's make love, I want to feel you. Oh yeah, fine, sure. You stick your dick in her vagina and come inside and you're like, oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. And then after all, when she tells you that you have a baby with her, you start saying, no, how did that happen? I'm not ready for a baby, and all of those things. So it's both ways. It's both ways. Be wise, women. Be wise. Just because it's a rich man, it does not mean that he'll take responsibility of your stupid decision. Trust me, some broke guys are actually much more responsible than the rich ones. So you gotta look out. And the world is changing so fast. It's going like this. So you need to think about your decisions properly. And all these guys going around having babies everywhere, be responsible. Stop telling people that, oh, it was a mistake, it was an accident, she tried to trap me. Nobody tried to trap you. You could have worn a condom. And even if you say, oh, she put a hole in it, wear a condom, buy your condom first of all, double that condom, and then after you come in that condom, you take it to the toilet and you flush it down to avoid any stories that touches the heart. Well, guys, I think I've said enough. I don't know, maybe if you've had an experience or you know someone who is experiencing this, please, I would like to know how that person is handling the situation, and I would like to also know what you think about this topic. But guys, please, when you're out there telling other people to wear their face mask, please remember to tell yourself to wear a condom too when you're inside the room, because there is no vaccination for HIV or gonorrhea or syphilis or hepatitis B or whatever it is that you might contact from your partner. And just because there's no camera or nobody can actually see you in private to report you and say, hey, wear your condom, doesn't mean you should be so irresponsible. So please, enough with the hypocrisy, okay? If you want to be real in and out. If you want to be honest in and out. Don't come around telling people to wear their face mask while you're inside fucking anything without a condom, okay? And guys with money, please take a cue and learn from this, really. And well, guys who are struggling, who are broke, who are still trying to come up, you also better be wise. What you want to do, you can't keep on giving yourself to a woman who is hypocritical, you know. You can't. So make a choice for yourself. Choose who chooses you. Bottom line, Once a girl is all about wanting to have protected sex with you, trust me, just be watchful, just be calculative. I bet you there might be another guy out there who she's having unprotected sex with, and she doesn't mind getting knocked up by him. Different things are going on. Some people, it's not because of the money, it's just because of the fame. They just want to be famous, so that is their way out. You gotta be careful, people out there. You gotta be careful. Well, I hope you liked the video. If you do, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye. Mwah.